guys, it's Laura Eisenhower. I want to welcome you to Conscious Vitality. Over the past year, censorship has gone crazy on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and even some private community networks like Patreon. I've experienced a lot of deplatforming. My Facebook got shut down, something I had been building for 12 years. I had multiple groups and quite a lot of followers, and my Patreon got taken down recently, and Instagram, and Twitter. I don't have that anymore. So this is what's so incredible about aligning with Conscious Vitality, because it's a safe place to share information that won't be censored. They're banning people because they don't want the truth out. They want people to follow a particular narrative, and the truth is very threatening, even if it's coming from a very benevolent place. So all their reasoning behind it is not lining up. And I think a lot of people are noticing this. How can a person possibly be inciting violence when they're speaking about love and truth? How can a person possibly be deplatformed when they're experts or doctors? So we've been seeing that with a lot of individuals that should be taken seriously. They're not only doing it to me, they're doing it to folks like 𝗟𝘂𝗶𝗍𝗏, Robert Kennedy Jr., Robert David Steele. The list is so long. And a lot of doctors, like I mentioned, have been put on this sort of not to take seriously list. Dr. Christiane Northrup, and Dr. 𝗟𝘂𝗍𝗏, and people that have real protocols and real medical advice that we wouldn't want to miss out on hearing. And that's what's so great about a platform like this. We're able to make sure that this truth gets out there. I've joined Conscious Vitality because this platform is a home for light warriors like you and me, who are committed to spiritual evolution and raising the vibration of the planet. The great thing about it is it's a private network built on private servers, which means we will never get censored or banned. So we can share all the knowledge we have acquired freely. And that's the most important piece. When you join, you'll be able to attend and interact with me on my live shows. You can ask questions, win free prizes, and meet other like-minded people. And it's not only my show you'll be able to attend. Like I said, there are dozens of live shows every month and a massive library on the topics of spirituality, cosmic disclosure, biohacking, alternative health hacks, vaccine information, and so much more. I stand with you for the freedom of humanity. Join me and join the Conscious Vitality community so we can evolve together. Click the button above or below to start a trial and join me on the inside. This will give you a chance to really feel it out and know, what you're participating in and becoming a part of. And I can't imagine that anybody would be anything but thrilled to build this community. And that's what's so important. This is where our journey together truly begins. They don't censor big pharma and these companies that sell lies in order to, steer the narrative. They don't censor the most disturbing stuff. I don't even think it's about going down a rabbit hole or getting red pilled. I think it's coming down to common sense right now. And that's why there's this great awakening. Those same politicians whose campaigns are funded by oil and gas, big pharma, mining, and private weapons dealers who make the money when bombs are dropped are the ones that are really benefiting in these times, creating a lot of facades that pull a lot of people in without realizing that they're enabling a very, very destructive agenda that we do not want to see happen. And so it's almost like we're rising out of the ashes of the pieces in our humanity that are falling. When we look at, history, for example, Galileo was persecuted by the Catholic Church for sharing his opinion, his theories, for saying the earth is not the center of the universe. It might be round, not flat. And I think we're rotating around the sun. Shouldn't we have the ability to process that and consider that? The fact checkers come along and determine what is truth and what isn't, even against people that have gotten profound education, who are certified, who have PhDs and are doctors. So if that's not enough, I don't know what is. But whether the earth is round or not is not the point of what I'm saying here. It's about being able to access information and decide and discern, what really works for you. When we walk into a library, we have choices. We can pull any book off the shelf. We should have the right and availability to information to determine, what really works for us, instead of live in a tyrannical system of control that is telling us, what we're allowed to think and what we're not. And this is why this platform is so incredible, because it'll give you a ton of information from really well-researched, people and experiencers, and just all sorts of tools and modalities and nutritional advice to be able to navigate this time. I mean, the list is real long, and to dive also into things that we haven't been able to gain access to through our educational systems, like Space Force, secret space programs, and all sorts of stuff. Now is the time to rise up. Now is the time to join together. The Great Awakening has a lot to do with just all of us being a part of this greater conversation with mutual love and respect. Do not suppress yourself and bury yourself in fear and regret. Do not lose hope for a greater life for yourself and all of humanity, because it's up to us. We are on the precipice of stepping into our great human potential and to really become the fullness of all that we are. And, it's going to take community to remind each other, but community that is based in the foundation of integrity, compassion, and service to others, with very well-researched and discerned information for you to decide what you're going to make of it, with the appreciation of how important it is to be a free thinker and a sovereign being. And this is why I was so thrilled to be invited to be a part of this platform, because this is what Conscious Vitality stands for. And with their incredible talents and skills to produce quality videos, to give you the visuals and give you an experience is just an amazing thing to be able to be a part of and distribute, with just such fair financial contribution. And even if there's financial difficulty, I mean, there's ways that we can work with you to make sure that you gain access to this very crucial information in these very critical times. And these are incredibly critical times. I don't think anybody can argue with the fact that people are confused. They don't know what's truth and what's not truth. And most of the people they invite on the platform are really like in service to your ability to embody your own truth frequency, encouraging that this information is more of an activation instead of an indoctrination, which has been something we've all been exposed to. This is all about being the best of ourselves, finding our sovereignty so we can participate in true unity consciousness without any level of social engineering or manipulation. So it's a very pure platform. Sign up, give it a 7-day trial, see how it resonates, and let's all team up and support one another. And I feel like with this kind of intent and with this kind of participation and with all of us doing this, there's nothing that can stop us, because being a unified front and really coming together and strengthening the alliance of just how we hear information, process information, and share it. The fact that it has a community interactive aspect to it, will make you a part of the conversation too, so that we can, exchange ideas and really listen to each other and learn from each other and grow together and thrive in these times that are trying to convince us that we need to live in fear and answer to a tyrannical authority that doesn't appreciate our true divine intelligence and the birthright that we're here to remember. So thank you. And like I said, check out the free trial, give it a shot. Appreciate your support and the whole team that is putting together just incredible, top-notch, video content to a degree that makes it very digestible, and prepare to be activated.
We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence by the military-industrial complex.
My name is Laura Magdalene Eisenhower, and I'm the great-granddaughter of Dwight David Eisenhower.
He had contact experience with all different types of extraterrestrials. There have been all sorts of projects that came into the American government and infiltrated most of these power centers.
We're going to see some unbelievable things unfold. love and truth to me is an inevitable victory.